Multiculturalism is the idea that people of different cultures and backgrounds can live peacefully in the same community while still enjoying their different cultures. For decades, liberalism has supported this, encouraged, and even demanded multiculturalism, because at heart, liberalism believes that all cultures will disappear before the all-powerful nature of liberalism. So multiculturalism is a weapon that can be used to break down society and bring everyone closer to liberalism. But it seems that liberalism, the owner of multiculturalism, doesn't really understand the nature of the beast. You see, it is supposed to work like this. Liberalism is the piper, and the piper plays the tune, and everyone else dances to that tune. But to protect multiculturalism, special protections have been put in place to stop it from disappearing too fast. It has a job to do. In fact, it has two jobs. First, it must help dissolve the host culture, and secondly, it must add its weight to liberalism by itself dissolving into the mass of liberalism. But what happens when part of this multicultural weapon starts to realise that liberalism is the enemy? Well, it appears that we are currently in that situation. A portion of Muslim immigrants into the West, people who were to help dissolve the West and then dissolve themselves, have decided that they only want to do one of those things. The modern Islamist threat in the West is the creation of liberalism. It isn't part of their plan. In fact, it's so far away from their plan that they have no idea what to do. But that doesn't change the fact that neither we nor they would be in this mess if it wasn't for their blind faith in multiculturalism. We are all the victims of a mad experiment to see what happens when you mix all different kinds of people and cultures together. The truly bizarre thing is we always knew the answer, because history keeps coming up with the same answer. They can live in peace for a long time, but sooner or later they fight. Liberalism knew this, but they believed that those things happen to other people, but not to liberals. Other people are stupid, but liberals are smart. So smart that they will be able to solve any problem that arises, because they believe that people are rational beings, but they are wrong. We are not always rational beings. Sometimes we are quite irrational, and at other times what is rational for me is not what is rational for you. But of course, even if they were correct and all it required was being smart enough, it won't work if you refuse to admit that there is a problem. Consistently, liberalism has denied that there is any problem. They must protect multiculturalism until it has done its job. They will attack and defame anyone who tries to stop it. They have been relentless. But it meant that this problem has become bigger and bigger. Instead of stopping a small problem, they have instead attacked those who have pointed out the problem. They have tried to shoot the messenger. They keep talking about Islam as the religion of peace. They just don't get it. They refuse to say the truth. We all know the truth. It is only they who deny it. Islamism, whether you like it or not, is a part of Islam. What surprises me is how timid the rest of Islam is towards Islamism. Is it because it fears it, or is it because it wants to join in with the winner? What is clear is that while we are at war against Islamism, and have been for decades, neither Islam nor liberals have any real idea of how to combat it. They cannot fight an ideological war, as that is one of Islamism's war aims, to destroy the ideology of both mainstream Islam and liberalism. They hate the West and everyone who supports it. Just because you are not a liberal doesn't mean you are safe. You are as much their enemy as the extreme liberal is. Just like the Cold War, conservatives and liberals have a common enemy, one who would happily see us dead. But this time the military threat is not just over there, but here, if you live where multiculturalism is, that is. Because the threat was imported to destroy us, but liberalism lost control of it. It was never supposed to be like this. Once again, multiculturalism has bitten its owner.